I've got Masters of the Universe Clamp Champ and Ram Man coming up after this. I'm really excited to get Clamp Champ because he is from the last wave in the original series. It was the time I was too old for toys, and there was something about that last wave where they went back. They were trying to save money, but they went back to using the older molds, and it just reminded me so much of the original figures where the differences were based on the different accessories. That's something about Masters of the Universe that separated it from all of the other action figures, and I don't think it's mentioned very often, is that you still had this blank slate, this empty buck that was all the same. They had 3 different styles. They would mix and match it in different ways so that you would have beasts and monsters and humans, but they had the furry chest, and they would mix it with maybe the spiky arms from the monsters or the normal arms. So they had these body pieces, and they were all the same, and this is really why I liked it. And then on top of that, they would give them all different accessories, but sometimes these accessories were colored differently. They had different outfits to put on them. They were kind of plastic dolls. The new Origins Masters of the Universe take that whole concept a whole other level where you can mix and match the parts, and I love that so much. That is something that I dreamed about the toys being able to do, and they did it. So Clamp Champ and Ram Man took a while to show up, especially in Canada, and even where I live, we're in total lockdown, so I was able to find them right before we were locked down again, but this is the wave they were supposed to come out in. They showed up a little later. I'm not as excited about Ram Man. Unlike most people, though, I never had a problem with original Ram Man. He is my most banged up figure, I guess, because of his action feature. All of my toys are in fantastic condition, the ones that I had as a kid, but he has the most paint removed, and his straps came off. His spring-loaded action still works great, though. Little button on the back. I'm not sure how this one, I haven't seen any reviews. As much as I didn't have a problem with him, I thought he was pretty cool. I kind of really wanted them to WWE him up. I guess we have this figure, so that's still cool. So I do get a Ram Man that is like one that I think that they should have evolved him into. So it's great that I have that one. Oh, man, I love the WWE ones because it's like getting all new characters. But I guess he's okay. I mean, I'm going to take him out and play with him. I don't understand why he had to be a deluxe figure. I guess it's because he has a gimmick. That's also something that I've never been a big fan of. That's why I like these ones the most. Just your regular figure, and they don't have any of the gimmicks. I'm going to show you this artwork before I open. So that's what his back looks like. Why is that so different? These came in the same store. I got these at Toys R Us in Canada, but they are available at Walmart now too in Canada. The artwork is fantastic. He has more feature to show. That is why they have less cross-sell for him. It was really hard to open these because I always want to cut off the blister really carefully. I cut my hands up on the packaging. I will clean that up later with a pair of scissors so I can save the cards. But while I'm opening these, I think how unnecessary it was to make them deluxe figures. Please leave a comment below and let me know how you feel about this. But if they would have made this giant clamp in a style just like this extra clamp, all of the mechanics in this spring-loaded clamping device made the product cost a little bit more. But if they would have made a solid piece of plastic that looked something like that, I would have been totally fine with it. I mean, it's cool. Kids will like it, but the kids aren't playing with these. The kids aren't buying this. And a head, an extra head for him, it just doesn't seem necessary. I mean, when he looks happy and when he looks angry, but he could be angry there too. Extra hand, not necessary at all. So it seems like they've done all this to justify the deluxeness, but I would have cut back. And then if they have to retool him, like I said, I would have totally been happy having Ram Man just done as this. Ram Man doesn't need an extra head either. That's very odd that he comes with an extra head. Yeah, I definitely like the classic looking head better than the one with the COVID mask on. Okay, all of that being said, he does have really great articulation, so I gave him knees, which is really cool, and he does have the action feature, which I don't think works very well. The button is so much better, but I guess I see it like if you hold on to his legs, you can kinda do it okay. I mean, I don't want to smash his head against anything for that reason. His arms are so plump. I wonder if anybody else will use these arms. Can you think of any other Masters of the Universe character that could reuse these arms? His armor is glued on. His head is interchangeable, like I showed you. His gauntlets are painted instead of stickers. I like that. They're not going to fall off over time. The legs are articulated, and you can twist them as well. Twist and bend. So you can get some pretty funny, cute poses. They're stocky, and he can be short, and he can be tall. When he is tall, he's not even that tall. As you can see, he's shorter than the other guys. Alright, Clamp Champ with Fisto's armor, originally. And he has a darker skin color. In Canada, they had an initial release with a lighter skin. Poor man. Good thing he's all protected. I wish I would have found him. I can't worry about getting too many other variants, but so cool. It's so great to have a character with a darker complexion being represented in this line. I love basic armor, basic character, all of the classic hero parts. He also comes with an extra hand that is not closed. Not really useful for me. I didn't show you Ram Man has an extra hand too, so he's got a closed hand and an open hand. I don't know why I moved on without showing his weapons or anything. I guess we'll get back to weapons afterwards. So, no reason for me to change that hand out, because he is always going to be able to grip two things at the same time. I did show you how this works. You manually put those back, and you press the button. And it works really well. It's really smooth. Love the colors. Love the gray. He holds on to that pretty well. They made it light enough that his arm will hold it up. That is not that common for something of this size. I would have loved an extra little bit of clamp on there to hold on to his arm a bit better. And I would have also not cared if it was functioning. I love the little extra thing, 2000X kind of homage, I believe, there. And you can squeeze this open and stick something inside. And out of the heads, which one do I like better? I think I do like this one better, the serious face. And then Ram Man comes with an extra closed fist, so he can hold one of his two weapons. I really like that part, that he did get two weapons that can turn into one weapon. One is very much like his original. I don't think it's the Classics one. We're getting deeper into the line now that the WWEs are using the same mold as the Origins. WWE started out sooner, so they were just basically using the Classics weapons. I guess now we've got deep enough into the line that the molds are available to both properties, so they can mix and match from each other, which they haven't done very often, which is very odd, I find. This could possibly be the Classics Ram Man axe. If it is, please let me know below. I should have looked for my figure and confirmed it. It's pretty much the same as the original, only bigger. I'm really happy to have these. He feels really good. His legs are made of a nice solid plastic, very rubbery, so that makes me very happy. His armor is very rubbery too, which is glued to his body. This is the typical hollow shell that you'd expect, but he's a sturdy figure. He's sturdier than he ever was. And the added articulation, I mean, That's really cool. Did I show you that? These can go together. Arms fall off really easily. He could have just had a fist like this. There's no reason for him to have a closed fist and a slightly closed fist. These did not have to be deluxe. Maybe there's some kind of legal reason. Maybe they had to put out deluxe figures so they'd be able to put out more figures. That could be a possibility. But if it's just to give us the gimmicks, I don't think it's necessary. I would have been happier had they just made them regular figures and took away the gimmicks. So happy to have these figures. So excited to have my first Clamp Champ. I got a little bit of paint error on the top there. I think that was quite common when I was looking through the ones that were available when I got them in store at Toys R Us in Canada. Also available at Walmart now in Canada if you are not locked down, and at Target in the States for sure. And the market has also opened up to many small vendors and comic book shops. So you're going to be able to find these figures, especially these ones. They seem to be mass producing them more and more. I'm really excited to get more figures. I can't wait to get more and even more than classics even made. These are my favorite action figure of all time. I like them more than the original. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned to the end. I will show you this awesome propaganda that came with the collection. I love that they're giving us these little sheets that tell you where the parts can come apart and everything. Just a little beautiful diagram artwork that I can collect and pretend are trading cards. I wish we would have gotten them for all of the releases. Super cool. I really love those. And we have the mini comic that came with all of the deluxe figures. I have yet to open up Battle Armored He-Man and Skeletor just because, again, they're gimmicks. Not something that I had as a kid, nothing that interests me then. I mean, they do interest me now in the way that I love the design and I love everything Masters of the Universe. So, of course, I got them. I got He-Man in both variants because I was able to find the ones with the different paint and molding applications. In Canada, we don't have the text on the comics, which can be a positive because we get more artwork. But like I say in all my videos, I have no idea sometimes. Sometimes I don't know what's going on in the story. But the artwork is incredible, and I love the cross-cell artwork so much. So awesome. So cool. This is a favorite classic cover, too. Love that they do that. Homage, homage, homage. Love this line so much.